Ministry has extended the deadline for public comment on the proposed COVID-19 regulations by 3 months. The rules cover a number of key issues, including the wearing of masks, gatherings and travel. Civil rights group Afriforum says it will continue to oppose the proposed amendments to the Health Act in court. Let's get them on the line now, speaking to Afriforum's Campaigns Manager, Jacques Broodryk. Mr. Broodryk, good afternoon and thank you very much for your time. Now, the Health Ministry has the power to lift regulations around masks, for example. Does this mean that Minister Joe Phaahla can decide if masks are no longer compulsory to wear outdoors?
Good afternoon and good afternoon to your viewers. Well, yeah, that certainly seems to be the case as far as our interpretation of these published regulations go anyway. It seems that the Minister now has all the might to decide whether these regulations stay or do not. And he's also the one who can decide how long these regulations are supposed to stay in place and whether it's necessary or not. What's concerning about this is that all of this power is now seated in one minister, and you can just see that the vast opportunity that creates for a power grab, and it's very concerning if you take into consideration how the government has acted over the last 2 years and how many abuses of power we've already seen.
Okay, now is that a matter that is one of the issues, rather, that's concerning Afriforum, that's leading you to take it to court if the regulations become gazetted as they are?
Yes, that's definitely one of our concerns, but it's also not our only concern. I think the very first concern we need to address is the fact that these regulations are unnecessary at the moment. We see many other countries around the world who are dropping regulations, who are dropping mask mandates, who are rolling back on vaccine programs. And while these other countries are moving forward, South Africa now wants to permanently enshrine these regulations into law. So it's very odd. It doesn't make sense to us at all. We've also seen other medical professionals come out and condemn these regulations, saying they don't make sense. And I think another very important factor that we need to look at here is the public participation process, which was done under very dubious circumstances. If you look at the amount of public comments that was submitted just between Afriforum and DS South Africa, we submitted more than 310,000 individual comments. And I do not believe that the Health Department actually took the effort of considering every one of those comments as they're supposed to by law.
Okay, now Afriforum, I understand you've joined the hashtag Masks for All campaign that encourages people to make masks themselves and wear them in public. How's the response to that campaign? What are you seeing?
I don't know. I'm going to have a look at that. That's an interesting question.
Okay, so for now, what's going to be the next steps then in this process? Because now the ministry has extended the deadline for public comment to sometime in July. What's next for Afriforum in this matter?
Well, as Afriforum, we're willing to apologies. As Afriforum, we're willing to fight these legislations to the highest court if necessary. So we'll be filing an urgent application in the Pretoria High Court tomorrow to have these regulations specifically overturned. And we'll see how the court process follows it from there. We have faith in our courts, and we do believe that we have a strong case. And we'll take it from there and fight it to the highest courts if need be.
In which court are you going to be tomorrow?
We'll be filing in the North Gauteng High Court. That's the High Court in Pretoria.
Thank you very much. Jacques Broodryk, Afriforum's Campaigns Manager.